Major new settlement tonight tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Bank of America agreeing to pay $72.5 million to victims who say the bank helped enable his sex trafficking operation. Our investigative reporter Terry Parker is digging into what the bank allegedly knew and whether warning signs were missed. Terry?
Felicia, this case is not about whether Epstein committed crimes. We already know he did. The question now is who helped him keep going. And tonight, a victim's attorney tells me the money trail tells that story. A federal judge has now given preliminary approval to a $72.5 million settlement between Bank of America and women who say Jeffrey Epstein abused them. The lawsuit claims the bank ignored red flags while Epstein moved millions through its accounts.
The reality is that there were a lot of bankers that decided to look the other way while this was going on. And there were numerous emails that were discovered during the litigation that showed that people had raised red flags and they were ignored or pushed aside and said, don't worry about it.
Money, investigators say, used to pay victims, book travel, and to fund his operation.
He was using it to do transactions for flights from overseas to here, over to the Virgin Islands, wherever it may be, to fund events, parties, all different kinds of transactions. And the bank should have known or knew that this was going on and did nothing about it and allowed him to use their financial services in order to fund his trafficking.
Under federal law, companies can be held responsible if they benefit from a trafficking operation. J.P. Morgan and Deutsche Bank have also paid out Epstein-related claims. Kuvan says the bank could have easily blown the whistle on the suspicious activity.
That's a shame because he could have been stopped. If Epstein did not have two key things. Number one, if he didn't have Ghislaine Maxwell, and number two, if he didn't have the financial wherewithal to be able to do what he did, this would have never occurred to these young girls.
Tonight, Bank of America denies wrongdoing and says it did not knowingly facilitate Epstein's crimes. And there's more ahead. A congressional shadow field hearing on Epstein is now planned for next month here in Palm Beach County. We're told it will focus on how this all happened and who may have helped enable it. Kuvan tells me he's been asked to testify and plans to lay out the full history of the case from the beginning. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.